Hey everyone, it's me, Tenten, and in today's video, I want to talk about what Brute Protocol endgame grind looked like, aka the endless dungeon spam that you unlock at level 45, but it requires you to have 3,950 battle score in order for you to enter. On a side note, I'm currently working on a master document containing all the information you need for global launch. It's not ready yet, but stay tuned. And also subscribe to the channel, I guess. You pretty much need every single thing maxed out before you queue for this dungeon, except for the level 50 weapon. Namely, you must have a level 40 weapon, followed by 2 level 45 battle Imagi, followed by 5 enhanced Imagi that are all level 35. Generally speaking, you're going to find people trying to draft a proper party in the party finder on the Japanese server, as party composition dramatically matter for these kind of dungeon. For example, this party here is only looking for a heavy blaster for their last slot because a heavy blaster have really good gripping and CC, and they already have a archer, a Aegis fighter available already. The biggest difference between the upper level dungeon as well as the lower level dungeon is that you are allowed a extremely lower amount of time. Namely, particular in this dungeon, you only have 9 minutes 30 seconds to clear the entire dungeon, as well as you're only allowed 2 potions, which make healer aka blast archer pretty much mandatory in this situation. Other than that, heavy cannon blaster as well as Aegis fighter can assist by gripping the enemy using their taunt skill or CC skills, and then mages or twin axe striker can assist by doing a bunch of AoE damage, allowing to clearing the monster much quicker. In general, you're looking for at least 1 mage and 1 archer in your party, but the other 4 slots can be filled. The main strategy when it comes down to these dungeons is run ahead as fast as possible until you hit what's called a battle area, where this yellow barrier doesn't let you go past anymore. And then you attempt to group every single enemy up and just spam AoE on top of them while maintaining heal and stuff like that. And you pretty much repeat this process of running past everything, grouping everything up and spamming AoE on top of them until you have reached the final boss of this dungeon. Once you have hit the final boss of this dungeon, then you are awarded with even more AoE spam. The thing about these bosses is that they will constantly summon more ad, and therefore it will most likely block your single target damage, therefore making AoE spam still the most optimal way of doing the boss anyway, since it is very likely you took AoE skills to begin with. This spam AoE kind of strategy is especially more noticeable in the other dungeon, the church dungeon, as this dungeon has significantly more enemy at a time, and the final boss summon extreme amount of ad as well. So yeah, the entire game is just spam AoE and dodge simulator right now. Clearing this dungeon every time reward you with 1 of the clear dungeon item. However, if you choose to use a double claim, then you can get 2 instead. The way the double claim work is that every single day you get free double claim for free, which well basically just let you that double the reward from a single dungeon run rather than just only single reward. Crafting the level 50 weapon will require 8 of the rare material from each dungeon. So you need 8 rare material from the church dungeon as well as 8 rare material from the wolf den dungeon, making it a total of 16 dungeon run, assuming you don't double claim for a single weapon. That is on top of the 15 rare item that you have to farm from the fire goblin. To give you an idea of what the rare material of grind look like, we're gonna attempt to get the rare material drop right here, and we'll see how long it takes me to get 1 single drop of the staff, and you need 15 to craft the weapon. So here, one of these goblin with this special staff has spawned, and only by killing this very special goblin, there's a chance of getting that rare stuff, which unfortunately I didn't get there. So now I have to keep killing monsters until the next super rare staff goblin spawn, and then I can kill it again for another chance of getting that special staff. So here's another one of these special goblin. We're can kill it and see if it's spawned for us. Nope. So after 10 minutes of grinding, I still have not seen a single rare material from the monster that I need to craft the weapon, and I need 15 of that. So other than just grinding the 2 dungeon, I still have to grind for the super rare material dropped from a very specific enemy. And again, all of these enemies don't count. It's only the special one with the special staff that have a chance to drop the special rare material I need for my weapon. Brute Protocol weapon crafting come with a lot of RNG. More noticeably, the socket RNG is absolutely massive, which is why you want to grind the weapon over and over and over until you hit it. Starting off, every single weapon come with a special effect, according to a probability distribution table, but these effects are not really too important. They're just, oh, do more damage to this type of enemy, like Goblin, do more damage to like casters. In general, as far as I know, these are not really too important. However, what's really important is this right here, which is a socket slot. When you craft a weapon in Brute Protocol, there is a 25% base chance for it to be a great success, but you can further increase that by using a success multiplier tickets. Generally speaking, these are from gacha. In Brute Protocol, when you craft a weapon, by default it will come with one socket. But when you get a great success, then you can get 2 to 4 sockets depending on your RNG. There's a 15% chance for you to get 2 socket, 50% chance for you to get 3 socket, and a 35% chance for you to get 4 socket. And your goal is to hit 4 socket, which fully unlock your weapon. So you just end up with player crafting the weapon over and over and over again until you hit a 4 socket weapon. Weapon and Brute Protocol can be equipped up to 4 plug-in chips, assuming you have the socket for it. Plug-in chips are basically these chips that give you additional effect onto your weapon. For example, this one increased my maximum stamina from 15 to 17. Every single plug-in chips have a chance to drop at the end of a dungeon, and the plug-in chips you get is completely random. However, what's even more random is that when you equip the plug-in chips, the stat is also random. For example, for this chip in particular, increasing your max amount of stamina, you can roll a effect from 13 to 17 based on the RNG. And I will just equip it right now. I roll a 3-star, which provides me with 15 maximum stamina increase. You can technically force open more socket using a socket increase ticket, but these pretty much don't really exist in the game, and even if they do, they are in extremely limited quantity. You only really get 1 or 2 at most throughout your entire account. So the general strategy is just to craft the weapon over and over and over until you hit 4 socket. Brute Protocol shop is the BPP shop. Within this BPP shop, you're able to buy a ticket that's unlocked the first socket for you. And this is currently one of the only way to get a first socket ticket. And you can only buy this once a month. If the chip stat is not to your liking, you can then remove the chip by spending 4 chips removal ticket. Now, fortunately, these can be farmed in-game without paying to win. You can farm these by participating in the 30-man raid that are available at a certain hours. But if you are going to the pay-to-win route, then you can alternatively choose to re-roll your stat by spending re-roll ticket instead. If you want to lock a line though, then you have to additionally spend line locking ticket right here. It is for these reasons you are pretty much just going to be grinding the same 2 dungeons again and again in Brute Protocol in your end game, as you're just going to be crafting your weapon over and over or farming chips over and over. However, if you think I'm done yet, then I'm actually not. When you hit level 50 in Brute Protocol, you can unlock what's known as a alpha skill, which is basically a skill modifier on top of your skills. And you can tell that these 2 skills currently have their alpha modifier unlocked, indicated by the alpha symbol underneath the skill themselves. The way you get alpha skill in this game is by doing the alpha skill adventure book, which is located right here. This book will ask you to do very basic items like kill 12,000 enemy, gather 3,000 grass, or clear like 90 dungeons in total, and each of these quests will unlock you with 1 single alpha trade-in ticket that allow you to unlock 1 alpha skill of your choice. But other than alpha version, there's also a beta version for every skills. The way you learn beta skill in this game is simply by using these skills in one of the upper level dungeon, and when you complete the dungeon, there is a chance for you to acquire the beta skills, and that's really it. Only the 2 upper level dungeon count, or the other dungeon does not count. So you can't just spam the lowest level dungeon over and over to learn the beta skill. You have to do one of the 2 upper level dungeon in order to have a chance to acquire your beta skill at the end of the mission. While we're here, let's talk about the rest of the random list as well as the grind in Brute Protocol, namely your summon aka your battle in Magi, as well as your insignia aka your enhance in Magi. The way it works is that every time you craft one of these items, there is a random bonus effect just like your weapon. For example, if I go to the crafting guide and I go craft a random battle in Magi, you see that when I craft this item, there is a selection of random effect that I can get. Generally speaking, there is 3 effect in total, and you are looking for, in general, a very specific one. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to be gathering all of these rare material over and over and over again, and then you'll be crafting the summon over and over again until you hit the stat you want. The same go with your insignia or your enhanced imagery as well. Every time you craft this, there is a random chance for you to get 1 out of 3 effect. So you're just going to be grinding these material again and again and again until you hit the effect you want. So that's what the endless grind in Brute Protocol look like. Effectively, all of those combined is the end game grind of Brute Protocol. In particularly, you gotta grind for your battle imagery for a random effect, which honestly isn't that bad because it's 1 in 3. And then you gotta grind your enhanced imagery for, again, the random effect, which again probably isn't that bad because it is 1 in 3. But the weapon grind is absolutely ridiculous. You got to grind for 16 dungeon run, because each run drop 1 material, and then you gotta grind for 15 of these special rare drop, which by the way, I just spent 10 minutes and didn't get a single one. And then once you have all the material, you have a chance of getting, well, hopefully 4 socket on your weapon. And then you grind for the chip start RNG and stuff like that. And that is, ladies and gentlemen, the endgame grind of Brute Protocol. Let me know what you think about this in the comment below. I don't really have a comment for it because it is hard to say if this grind is even required, since there isn't any more content other than just these 2 dungeons, so it doesn't really make sense to grind that hard anyway. But if you were to attempt to perfect your characters, then that's what you would really be doing. So with that being said, that is the end game grind of Brute Protocol. Let me know again what you think in the comment below. Like, comment, and subscribe, especially for that master guide dog that I'm working on. And I'll see you guys next time, okay? Bye bye.